How's it going, everybody? So, in today's episode, I've got some friends on. So, I got James. We were friends in Madrid, and his friend Diego. So, go ahead and introduce yourselves. I don't care who starts.
Okay, I first. My name is Diego. I have 28 years old. Um, I studied administration marketing. I did a postgrad in big data. Right now, I am working in United States market. I do programmatic. Um, I can say that one thing that I like to do in my free time it's to do workout. In fact, I practice calisthenics and also scouting. And yeah, I also enjoy to travel a lot, see landscapes. I love the nature. Yeah, that's it about me.
Nice. All right.
And my name is James. I am from Peru. I'm living here in Madrid. Like say Ryan. I have a degree about business, administration and business in Spain. Actually, I'm working like a community manager, but I'm waiting for my papers. But I have that job, and I am 27 years old. Uh, Actually, I enjoy to play soccer. I enjoy singing, and and no more.
All right. Nice. Well, you both obviously know each other. So, where did you all meet, and how long have you all been friends?
Oh, it's a nice
In
question.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. Yeah, you
Who
Diego
was
or me?
who was first? You first your opinion, your version, and later my version.
Okay.
Well, was a complete was complicated context because we was studying in the same university in Peru, and Diego have different classes than me, but we can well, we had a big connections to be friends. Then, well, in we started to be friends maybe 3 months, 3 weeks, no, 3 months or two months about meet each other, and Diego was so quiet, so I don't know how do you say so. How do you say shy? I think shy,
Shy. Yeah,
and
shy.
and me is opposite. But yeah, we had problems. We start with problems because Diego likes a different music like me and different customs, but we were help us each other for many topics, many situations. In the
Okay. Nice. So, you all met in uni then?
Yeah. In fact, Diego is my best friend of my life, of all my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
I'm
then what's
surprised.
your version, Diego?
It's very similar to James. We started with friendship because um, we always was together for study for practice, but all was basically focused in on studies because basically we meet in university. I could say that our friendship it was focused a friendship for for better our grades in the university, for learn more things about the signatures. I consider that my friendship with James it's a special, yeah, a different kind of friendship because um, we don't have a lot of time, for example, to go out like parties or maybe some about entertainment. Um, the most the most time that we spent together, it was like to study. But I don't know. I don't know that James were my best friend in this moment because we don't speak we don't speak about that. But I think I thought it was like the actions because I saw in his behavior very uh, kind with me and very like comprehensive with me because as James said about me, I consider that I was a little shy, like reserved person because
Reserved, yeah.
Yeah.
reserved person because um, I don't like it to share my things to the people or feel or share my life or the activities that I like to do. But yeah, I think for this reason I don't have a lot of friends. But James he really understand me about that. Um, I think James it was one person that I can open about me
Okay.
about yeah. But yeah, it was very short term the time that we spent here in Lima in Peru because it was like 1 year, but 1 year was enough for growth the friendship.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's basically James and I. That's same thing pretty much. So James kind of mentioned then that you, Diego, had moved to Spain first and then kind of convinced him to come after.
Yeah, exactly.
You mind kind of elaborating on that?
Yeah,
Like, tell
exactly.
us a little more.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it was like a dream because I never thought that my girlfriend will go with me to Spain. It was like something that I never thinking that maybe happen. Uh, but we had a really good experience. I think I thought that the both we have a lot of growth in our lives. Um, but yeah, something curious that yeah, we was living in the same country, but each one has different environments or different friends too. Then it's not always to we spend all the time there in Spain, but our friendship it was right now keeps the same strength of today. It's something special.
Nice. Nice. So you kind of mentioned then how it's complicated why Peruvians go to Spain. What do you mean by that? Audio ended up cutting out here, so James basically said that it is a little difficult to obtain a visa from the consulate because you need proof of sufficient income, and that is often pretty hard to prove unless you have like a business or anything, which Diego will then elaborate on.
I think I want to focus in one important point about the visa because James he's right because for the consulate it's important to see the account banks. If you have the money enough for maintain for have a good life in Spain, then if your family has a companies for the consulate it's better because you have like more evidence. For this
Proof.
reason, James, yeah, yeah, and also I know that the time is important because maybe although I have evidence, but at the same time, I begin with this documentation, this process uh, with months before. In the James case, is more complicated too because he had shorter days, shorter time than me. I was hard with his.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice. So then, really, what was the principal reason for you all leaving Peru? Because I can tell you all love your country a lot, but what's the main reason that you would want to like elaborate on why you decided to leave?
Good question. Okay. For me, I was looking for a new experience because I was almost to finish my career, but for me, it's not enough. It not was enough to complete my career about the knowledge of the
Yeah,
university.
your
Then
degree.
for me, it's important to it was important to increase my knowledge about the world and meet people and meet new cultures, like a new challenge. But I know that in this moment my social skills not was enough good. Then yeah, I was searching like something experience that I can increase in this field of my life. Then I was wondering if why I not go to like a challenge university. Um, and in the first time, I had two options. The first one is United States because I have haven't been there, but there is any barriers sound difficult too because the documentation and the visa it's like more complicated, more hard, and also the language in this moment, my English is not good enough. And what my second option it was Spain, and was for me really good option because the language is Spanish, and also um, if you was in Spain, you can travel by all the Europe, and it's like I'm very excited for that too for the Euro trip. And yeah, I finally I decided to go to Spain, but the difference between James, it's that I returned to Peru in. I was living in Spain 1 year. I returned to Peru the next year. So the difference.
Okay, and that was a while ago, like multiple years ago, right?
Yeah. So,
So whereas you returned, James stayed the whole time. So we ended up having another bout of audio problems for James. So I'll just elaborate on what he said. He just explains why he ended up staying in Spain afterwards, doing kind of odd jobs after his university to earn money. He stayed partially due to the pandemic as well, and how he doesn't regret staying there, and how he's now got residency, so it's kind of all coming to fruition. So hopefully this is the last bout of audio. I'm pretty sure it fixes up after this, so let's get to it. Yeah. What about you, Diego? Do you wish you would have been able to stay? Or are you happy going back to Peru?
well, in my case, it was complicated too because when I returned to Peru, it begins the pandemic. The pandemic started. Eh, then the country closed his frontiers for travel. I really don't have other option to stay in Peru. Then I think I adapt me my situation because the only way that I have to follow it finish my career here in Peru. Then I have other goals, other projects. And yeah, the moment the time was passing, well, right now I'm I'm still in Peru.
Yeah, 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 of course. That's why like it's kind of good to get like a little, I don't know, different perspectives. Do you
Yeah,
enjoy living in Peru? You're right outside Lima, correct?
yeah. I really enjoy to live in Peru too because there is a lot of things to do. And Lima for me for me Lima it's great, but it's in Peru, for me, it's amazing because we have a lot of landscapes and a lot of kind of entertainment with nature. And also, I think the people is fine here. It's a little complicated too, but um, I see a lot interesting people here. I have my friends too, and my family. But my place in the future, it's moving to other country maybe because I have goals, international goals that I want to get achieved one day in the future.
Okay, for sure. Nice.
Or what's your meaning?
Well, Diego, you said you're wanting to eventually move out of Spain or out of Peru to kind of pursue your professional goals. So what
Yeah.
country do you think you would want to go to?
Okay. For me, in the States, it's very attractive because there is a lot of priorities and politics that it allows me to make enterprise. For me, one of my goals in life is make a big enterprise like a startup for be more for be more specific. I really like to the people in United States for me also is interesting because it's always open and there is I consider that there is a lot of people genius there because of course there is the big companies in technologies. For this reason also there is the great person with experience in coding, for example, in technologies. uh, I think that I can increase a lot my networking in United States. And for me, I think I don't have experience, but I believe that I will have a great experience in United States. I think.
Okay, nice, nice. What about you, James, then? Where do you think you'll end up? You think you'll stay in Spain and back in Peru? What do you think?
Oh, well, first I am doing here. I am doing things here. I want to finish. I want to finish a little. How do you say? First goals, right? Because staying here, I make new goals. Okay, okay, all right. And I have goals here in Spain. Later, I have goals in another countries. All right, and my final goals is in USA, in United
Okay.
States. Yeah, and Diego know about that, and Ryan, you know too.
Yeah.
And and yeah, for for now, I chose to stay for here in Spain. I chose to stay here. I chose to finish to make my papers basically, and later I have my new goals that is in in Germany, right?
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Little
that's
Deutschland.
why yeah, Deutschland, Deutsche Sprache. I think that I can talk better the German than English because I am studying German and know English. That's why my English now is not so good like Diego. But
That's all good. We're doing an
yeah,
interview, so you're good enough.
But I need to practice more. But yeah, and yeah,
James, I have a question for you. You
yeah,
say that maybe your future it will be in United States too,
yeah.
or
But it's
something like that.
the final, my goals.
Oh,
You
because
remember?
today I didn't know that about you. One of my dreams that of my life it it was a make an enterprise with my best friend in United States.
Yeah, in
Then
United
today,
States.
yeah,
Really?
that was a dream impossible. But today, when you say that, I see that maybe it's not impossible. It's
No,
probably.
it's possible. We talk about that many times, and we will to create a company in the future or maybe soon. But yeah, but answer your question, Ryan. Uh, for my goals, I show to stay here in Spain, and maybe for 3 days or holidays, I will to come back to Peru, but just for a little bit time.
Okay,
No,
so
no
not
permanent.
permanent.
Yeah,
Really?
maybe when I finish my goals, all my goals in my life,
Okay.
maybe I retire in Peru. or Spain. I am
Oh,
thinking about that, but I'm not sure now.
Oh, great, great.
nice. That makes sense. I mean, they're both beautiful countries. My question then, as I see you both kind of have end goals to end up in the US just with like an enterprise. What draws you both to the US like that? What is the allure?
Where is the what? Sorry.
The allure, like why what makes you want to come to the US as an end goal?
Ah, okay. Do you know the specific goal that we are pursuing in United States? Do you mean that?
Yeah, like why do you want to come to the US essentially?
Well,
Okay.
personally, my final goals is create a company about sports. I preferred soccer. I say soccer
Okay,
because
yeah.
in the United States, football is soccer. But my final goal is create my own club, sport club, and yeah, if not soccer, is sports in general, right? And but I choose I choose United States because I am not sure if now is that I was thinking many years ago that I think that you can create a company in Europe, right? And you can do good and you can gain a lot of money. But I think that if you create a company in the United States, you can create an empire. All right, maybe it's not now. I think that it's not so realistic that because maybe you can create an empire in China or in Dubai or in Europe too. But too many years ago, I think that United States is like prestigious, all right,
Mhm.
and the opportunities is more realistic. The English is the principal or the principal commercial language in the world.
Yes.
Then I can find you more opportunities there. That's why I choose United States like a final goal, but it's a final goal. Maybe I got it, or maybe no, or maybe it was close. I don't know, but yeah, that's why. That's the reason.
So just more opportunity then.
Yeah, because I in Peru, in our university in Peru, the the degree more famous degree, most famous degree, business international, in is because the commercial business is a lot of is the big opportunity or more famous way to gain money in Peru. Unless in our university, but yeah.
Which is what you're doing, Diego. You want to get into international business.
Yeah. In my case, um, I feel like very uh, passionate or are really very interesting in technologies. In fact, I will start a new career about computer science in a university of. It's a remote university, but it's from United States. Then for me, it's good for me because uh, basically all my signature it will be in English and all the resource and my practice. Um, and well, I really like to create an enterprise or a startup. For being more specific about maybe technology, like for example, something in regarding with machine learning or intelligent um, artificial intelligence. Then for me, it's one of the fields that I want to grow in make enterprise. It's the technology, but I don't try to close my mindset about all the fields that I have the opportunity to enterprise because maybe I can find other way or other kind of business. Um, yeah, but I can say that for me, the environment most important and it's interesting by me. It's technology, like intelligent, well, like machine learning for being more specific.
Okay. And the US is kind of a hot spot for that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. My cousin works
Yeah,
in machine learning because for the reason I love that because he told me about his his develops all his way of work, and I really like that.
Nice, nice. Maybe a machine learning sports company in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, interesting,
yeah. Why not?
interesting.
Hey, Diego will
It's
to
a good
take
idea.
that seriously, bro. No, yeah, yeah, but could be, could be.
Wow.
We should to pass for many experience before then create that or try our final idea.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the technology is in years. Who knows? Could be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Diego
All
is
right, then.
more for that.
Then if you want to come to the US, what are your views on Americans? My paisanos.
Well, Diego, do you know a lot of Americans, or maybe
Uh,
how much?
well, right now I'm working with American people in my work. I can say it's like more direct. It's like more like more at the same in the moment of talk or expression ideas is like more direct. It's more specific. I don't know how to say, but for me it's really cool because uh, um, I don't know. It's like very open to understand ideas, and
Yeah,
All right, nice.
and me, oof, I meet a lot of Americans,
you have
and
more
I
experience. I
think,
think
yeah, 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 I am,
definitely.
I'm more sociable than Diego. But Diego is a nice person. He's a good person. It's like you, Ryan. If he can help you, he will to do without take importance for another or for owner things. But about Americans, well, I meet a lot of Americans, but in Madrid, um, and I think that you meet a lot of Americans in Madrid. I don't know. I'm not sure,
Also, yep.
like me, but they are nice. But I think that my situation is different. In fact, in front of Diego because I meet Americans for just for friendship, right? No working, but
Yeah.
I know that Ryan is a professional working because I meet you and I saw how you do work, but in your work, but I never had or never had work partners, job partners. I don't know,
Yeah, like
co-workers.
projects, partners, work.
Yeah,
I forget the name. But yeah, I know what you're
correct.
saying.
That's and the people, yeah, and I think that the Americans are so different because the United States is too big, and maybe a person from Missouri is not like oh it probability is not similar like a person from California or Minnesota, and
Yeah.
in fact I was dating with a girl and I showed you from Minnesota, and it's different. It's are two difference. Maybe
Hmm.
Americans in general speak English, but I think that states could be could be have different cultures. For example, American from Utah. I meet a lot of American from Utah here. They are more serious in or more reserved, like
Hmm.
Diego, and I made different Americans like for example Washington D.C. and or California DC that they are more open mind. Yeah,
Hmm. Kind of like
they are crazy
relaxed,
people.
a little bit
Yeah,
warmer.
like a warmer.
Warmer, like they're more open.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
I will say that all the Americans that I've met outside of the US have been a bit different than the ones you meet inside of the US, if that makes sense.
oh
They
sorry.
are different. Uh,
I
they uh,
I
yeah.
think it's just like a person in their own environment where they're from, they're gonna act a different way than
Yeah,
one I meet in a different land, you know?
yeah.
Like a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Peruvian I meet in Spain is probably going to be a little different than a Peruvian I meet in Peru.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
I
right.
understand.
Definitely.
Maybe every person is different, but in probability, depending on the states, could be different. And yeah, but in general, are nicest. What would
Okay,
you? What was you saying, Diego?
No, that it's exactly as Ryan say because um, I saw, for example, Peruvian people, his behavior, how is in Spain, how is his behavior here in Peru, and yeah, there is some difference.
for sure. I mean, I was a little different myself, so than I do here. I speak differently here than I do in Spain.
Two
So
different.
Really?
we
Yeah,
all
two
change a
different.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ryan always too many times tell me that it's too different and complicated to understand. So.
Yeah, I hit you all with a what how y'all doing? We all doing
Yeah,
good
¿qué
today?
pasa? Yeah,
Ah, well,
All
it's
yeah,
like
right.
you
yeah,
have two personalities.
Two dialects, two languages.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
The accents, Latin accents are too different, and and Ryan try many accents.
Yeah, in Spain, in Spanish,
Yeah,
definitely, definitely.
yeah.
All right, then here's the big question of the day. Then, and remember, there's no wrong answers.
All
So,
right.
what are your all thoughts on the 2024 election?
Oh fuck. Well,
Yours.
basically the election are finished, but
They're finished. Yep.
oh, it's complicated to. It's a complicated question because maybe here the people, if you choose for one side, the people could be hate you,
Mm-hmm.
and I prefer don't say exactly what I think because I'm not for any side, but I share a little bit more orientations,
Mm-hmm.
intuitions about one
Preference.
side, but I wait. I will to talk about for one context, all right? Maybe one president could be bad for another context because when you are president, you have many jobs, many contexts. You can do good things in one context, but no in different contexts, all right? But like I am Peruvian and I live in Spain. I look more the international situation like, oh my God, they are a lot of wars,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that with the last president, no this presidency, no, if the last
So
president,
Biden.
the war are started,
Oh,
and
okay.
say maybe in United States, the country need a strong president, maybe just for show to the other countries, hey, no do problems, no do war, no in general, right? But yeah, I think that could be better now. But yeah, I think I know that maybe this president could be bad things in another situation, another context in United States. You live in United States, you know about how is the situation inside the country. Then maybe it's not a better president, but in my view, international view, I think that could be a good could be election. But for the options that you have, maybe could be better, but that is the option that you had.
For sure. All right. Nice. I just like the different perspective. Again,
Exactly.
I feel like as Americans we kind of get stuck in our own bubble. So it's good to get outside kind of
Yeah.
perspectives.
Yeah.
What do you think, Diego, being
Well,
in the Americas with us?
well, I know that there is a lot of controversy about Trump and the options, but yeah, I just can say that it's important to see the statistics about the growth in the in some fields, the economy. and maybe analyze about that. My opinion is not. I try to. My opinion is like impartial. I don't have to say
Impartial.
that.
Yeah.
Impartial. Um, but yeah, I really don't like talk about politic politic teams because for me it's something too complicated. But I think the same of James. And nothing. I really hope that all will be great in the future. It's the only one that I wanted in this opportunity.
All right. Good deal. Well, thanks for answering that. I know it was kind of a big question.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do you all think that this is going to kind of affect your countries or anything like that? Like affect your daily lives, or does it seem very distant?
I think that could be. In fact, I think that. Oh, I wait. I hope the economics better will be better. I'm not sure from Spain, but I think that in Peru we have one of the better coins, better how do you say
Currencies
currently
or economies?
or economy?
It's
Yeah,
like
the coin of Peru is Sol. How do you say that, Diego?
like is um the coin here in Peru is like more stable. It's the
Yeah,
money
yeah,
is the coin more stable in Latin America.
Okay, I did
yeah.
not know that.
Every yeah, and Peru know how to make the coin too stable, but that's could be thing that yeah the economy in Peru is good, but no, maybe it's the coin is stable, but the people don't get enough to live good, but it's in Latin America, and for that side, I think that with this president in United States could be don't will be problems because the economy or the wave of take the economy in Peru the do good things, and Spain is another case
Hmm.
because the president and maybe I am wrong because I am not Spanish, but I live I was living here for 5 years, and the president here economically and sociability or society is bad. It's bad. The owner and the Spanish people could tell you, and
Current president
I
is
think that
Sanchez, right?
what?
Current president of Spain is Sanchez, right?
Yeah, Pedro Sanchez. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that economically, Spain showed to be better, but with a president that Spain have, I'm really not sure that will be better. In Peru, we have a bad president too, all right, but our system to take the economic is too apart, too far from the decision of the president for luck. But in Spain, is not so similar.
Hmm.
But Spain is from United States. I'm sorry, for NATO, European Union. Then the coin is euro. Depends a lot of another country do that good things. In Spain, make the poor decisions, and yeah, I think that's the president in the United States now don't will do influence a lot of Spain, at least economically. All right, in
Hmm.
another context, I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Do you have anything to add to that, Diego?
Sorry,
Do you kind of agree with what James said? How the do you think the election results will affect Peru at all, or Latin America in general?
mm,
It's kind of a
well,
hard question.
what? Okay. I think one of the things that worries to people in North America it's about to immigrate to the United States or move to the United States because there's like a rumor that if they it's close the borders, the frontiers for you know, um, I think it's the the thing that it's most worrying for people. But in regarding to economy, I think maybe it could be better because maybe um, we can um, maybe we can launch like new agreements to make business to Latin America. I know that Trump is like he's a big um, like he's a big man in enterprise and business. For this reason, I think the economy maybe will have more opportunities. And yeah, another point important to say is the money here, as James saying, the money is very stable. For this reason, even in the pandemia when we were in to say when we were economic trouble in Peru, it was one of the countries that was the better economy in Latin America. One curiosity about that is that even some countries in Latin America save his money soles in in the money of Peru because it's so stable that it's like the second dollar in Latin America.
Okay.
It's not,
So other
yeah,
countries use
Yeah,
souls.
exactly. Other
Really?
countries say sold
yeah,
in soles,
Nice.
yeah.
like Bolivia.
I did
That
not.
and the gastronomy is the one of the better thing that we have.
I had no clue that Peru was like a kind of a powerhouse of Latin America in that way.
Power.
Like a powerhouse, like a motor. It was strong.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's we are not too nationalist, but yeah, we can say that. I don't know if you
Nice.
understand. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, totally get it.
all right.
All right. Well, thanks for answering that. We're
Yeah,
at 50 minutes, so
You,
maybe some kind of closing little questions. What's
yeah, no
something
problem.
that each of you kind of want to like just say? What's something that each of you think, how did I word it? That each of you would want someone else to know? Like, what's that?
okay.
Let me see. Yeah, what is
I
something you
have
want
good.
people to know, or what's something that you want to say?
I have a good one about my experience.
Okay.
Um, Basically, I saw a lot of people in Peruvian people in the Peruvian people foreigners that they have a similar behavior. I think there is one thing similar between all them that it's the stay in his comfort zone. Um,
Yeah,
this behavior
not everyone, but
basically, yeah, not everyone, but the most of people can share this feature. And my recommendation, and I think uh, it's to take a risk always, to always go ahead and always, but not also in like new adventures. You can take this mm, this recommendation in all fields in your life, like great enterprise, maybe um, join in a group like people, you know. I think it's for me the most important.
So take risks. Don't be comfortable your whole
Exactly.
life.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
reason. One important thing I want to say that uh, one thing that I love in the American States and the people American is that the people American take a lot of risk, and for this
Yeah,
reason, in the United States there is the big companies in the world. Yeah, sometimes it's like a little crazy, but for me that's amazing. It's-
we definitely
Yeah.
do have a lot of entrepreneurs. I think our system like it's set up for them. So I get
Yeah,
why
too.
people want to go there because it does work sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a well. In fact, yeah, I am agree with Diego said too. In Peru, we need that people could be more take more risks. In fact, in Peru, we have a lot of things, good things. We have one of the better views in maybe in the world because we have one of the marble, Machu Picchu, Cusco. We have for me, and I am not nationalist. Trust me, we have a lot of one of the better gastronomy in
I
the world.
agree.
If and maybe the better, and I never say that. All before then came to Spain, I say I think that we make good food, but maybe for people from another countries is not so good like us. I was more I should to be more realistic. But when I came to Spain and to Madrid, and a lot of people, not everyone, but the majority of people say me, bro, the Peruvian food is too
Yeah,
still good, and I think that like a conclusion maybe is one of the better at least.
I would agree
And
with that. I would agree.
yeah. You
Pretty
try,
good.
you try.
Yeah.
I cook. Williams cook. Another one of our
Yep,
friends.
Williams. Chef it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. And even the ingredients are from Spain. You didn't try food make it in Peru. It's better, I swear. But yeah, even that. And in Peru we have good things, good
Good
beach,
beaches. Yep.
sand, sun.
Water.
Yeah, yeah. It's complicated. I should to be serious talking with that words. That's kind of word. And yeah, Ryan. Here in Peru we have a lot of beaches and beautiful beaches. I think that the north of Peru have the better beaches when the water is warm, is hot. I'm sure, and it's like a sauna, but it's
Really?
perfect. It's a perfect beach. It's the better beach that I meet is the from Peru or South America. Colombia have two, but in Peru we have a lot of things, a mix of a lot the better things in the country. Maybe in Colombia you can find good views or good party. In Brazil, good I don't know, good festivals or good arts or footballistics or soccer players.
Yep,
In
soccer players.
Argentina, the better, yeah, in Argentina better. The people more sociable, but in Peru, I think in Peru we have of these things, maybe more or less, but we have a good level of these the things, and and I think that people in Peru don't recognize that, and I even me include before, and I should to I saw a good opportunity for the people in Peru can they can take a good risk. It's not like United States because you say it, the life in United States is strong, and that's why the people take risks and the people is better is successful. I don't know how do you say
Successful, yep.
successful. Yeah, in Peru we have securities because we have a lot of things that if you take a risk in the thing is bad, you can take another options. I saw many countries or many people that people don't take risks, but because they can't, because they don't have a lot of opportunity that we have in Peru. But in Peru, I think that is comfortable. It's like don't go out of the comfort zone, like Diego says. But because the people know everyone, but majorly don't recognize the thing that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Even me living in Madrid, I saw the option that in Madrid we have, but in Peru we have another kind of options too. And yeah, and in United States, and I can say that take risk. We should to be a little bit more than Americans in that context, and yeah, that I can say. That is that I want to say.
All right, yeah. Peru seems like a beautiful place. It has forests, deserts, mountains, beaches. Like,
Yeah, beaches,
Exactly.
majorly. Yeah. In fact, if you're American, if you visit Peru, the people will to love you a lot. I think that if you go to Mexico, you want to Spain, or you go to Africa, whatever country, Morocco, or the people will to say, "Oh my God, Americans." Okay, good. Maybe not every country, but in Peru, the people is will be more more gentle. If you need home, or if you need food, or if you need a friend, the people will to receive you. I think that you try a little bit of that about the Peruvians, but yeah, it's a good place for the foreigners
for foreigners.
more than if there are Americans.
All right. Nice. Well, that's pretty much all the questions I've had. I know we were thinking about like ghost stories and stuff, but we're already running like an hour.
Ghost stories.
'Cause I know, Diego, you've got some ghost stories.
I have
Yeah.
to. Oh, Diego, yeah, yeah, yeah. We have
Yeah,
in
but
Madrid. In Madrid
In
was
Madrid,
the
too.
worst.
Really?
yeah, I think it was my biggest ghost story in Madrid. With James too, right? In your
Yeah.
old flat,
When I
like a
came to
love story.
Spain, the first place where I was staying, I live with in a share flat. I don't know how do you say. In my flat, I live
Yep.
with another persons, but was a big flat. And in conclusion, I had a friend girl that she need one room to stay, and she came to the flat because we have a lot of rooms. All right, my friend came, and paranormal things started to happen. Paranormal things started to happen, and Diego in this month, Diego was there, and Diego come sometimes visit me, and Diego meet my friend, and even one of these days, Diego sleep there, and me too. And we Diego, principal more Diego, saw paranormal things too realistics. More than me, I saw, but no like Diego. Living there, Diego saw more. I don't know why, but Diego saw more of that kind of things.
Yeah, but you also hearing the sounds, right? The sounds,
Yeah.
eh, you feel the the ghost in the house, right?
Even in the day, we have passing the smoke. Smoke, no.
Oh, the sage. The sage.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a
this one,
haze, like
that
a
one.
haze, like a haze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like an
stage.
herb.
And I remember when Diego and my friend was doing that, and I was in the toilet. I don't remember. I'm not sure, but Diego say, or my friend and Diego say, I will to enter in this room because we have a room, special room that in this room is was the principal activity.
Mm.
And Diego enter, and I was going, but Diego and my friend was there, and I just saw a little wind past, and I say them, hey, what was that? What's wrong? And Diego say, you didn't see that? And it's like a wind inside a room too big, and you just saw when he left, or when it left.
Dang. What did you see, Diego?
For me, the most impressionate thing that I see is the only one remember that I have in my mind. It's to see under the door, because in the under the door there is a like a space, and and you can see like the feet, the
Defeat.
feet,
Yep.
right? Yeah, and I saw. Do you know the goats? Where is
Go
the
to
goats? That not goats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like that. I like feed goats, feed goats. Maybe like go goats, but it's like these kind of fits under the door. Eh,
Mm.
I was like in shock in that moment.
What did you do?
Really, I think it was the moment in my life that I was more in shock.
I
Yeah.
don't blame you. What did you like leave? Did you just stay there?
Stay there because I don't have more options in my head because really
Yeah.
it's like I don't, I don't have options really because if I go out it's like catchy
Yeah.
something like that.
If Diego told me in that moment, Diego said me in that moment, hey, there are go feet there, I will to go out and say, what the fuck, what is? And but
No,
Diego
no, no.
never told me that, and wow, when Diego told me about that, I think three years later,
3 years. Holy
three
cow!
years
Damn.
later
Yeah,
that
because
happened,
my mind
and I don't
was
know
trying
why.
to block. My mind was trying to block and believe, and trying to believe that it's not real. It's not real, but it's like, um, it was hard. It's not hard. It's like complicated.
Oh yeah, I remember
But
the word.
after I accept that I saw in this moment, and I say, okay, uh, like accept my mind. I am right now. I like to chart this vision.
And
This
I think that every that passed because my friend girl, um, she since she came to the flat, this these paranormal things passed because she's like sensible for this kind of energy,
Yeah,
and
she's
I
like a
think that it's
conduit.
she's the reasons that we pass a lot of this time, and I don't have problems with my friend, and I just telling the history. And I remember now that my worst experience there in that home was because in one time I don't we don't have rooms, and I sleeping in the dinner room, all right, in the, how do you say, the bed, but without the wood, without the wood, the
Just the
colchon, how do you say
mattress.
colchon? Yeah, all right, that is in the floor, all right. In I was sleeping there, and I remember I was dreaming that something was over me, right here in my stomach.
Really?
And yeah, and I was dreaming, and I was waking up, and when my eyes are closed, almost closed, but are open, I saw my stomach. It's like some invisible thing is over me, all right. And when I finish or open my eyes, the space over me is disappearing. It's like my clothes is was how do you say, it's under, but
Pushing
when
down
I
on you.
open exactly that, and when I open the eyes, my clothes was normal. It's normal. Do you understand? And was
Oh, there was
the
like pressure on your clothes.
yeah, it's like something was sit on me when I was sleeping, and when I wake up, that things left.
Weird.
And
Damn.
that's the what the worst. And we passed a lot of things like that, but that was the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things have happened. Nothing like that, luckily. If anything touches me in my sleep, I'm not gonna. I don't fuck with that. But where we work
Yeah,
now, the other guy that I do the podcast with, the winery we
yeah.
work at is haunted, and like the doors will open and like close, and at night there's just like things moving in the rooms and stuff. So
Creators passing, and you can
yeah,
see.
creatures of the underworld.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. I never passed that, and I hope that never saw that.
Yeah, me neither. Well, all right, that's about it. So, anything else you want to say before we sign off?
I don't know. What is your principal public in this podcast? Just American people or international people?
I'm right now. It's
or
just Americans,
random people.
random people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get
But
more international people and like
yeah,
different
but
perspectives.
From Missouri or different states.
different states like Florida.
Really?
We
Oh,
got
right.
like yeah, all over the
Oh,
states.
if one day my ex girlfriend saw this podcast,
People from Minnesota.
yeah, from people from Minnesota. Hey, Kali.
Hello.
No, I never. That is lie. This is a lie, Kali. Don't trust anything that I am saying here. No, no, no. No, good
But
girl.
yeah, pretty much like a lot of people from the US and like from the hurricanes and all that, we're gonna interview people. So
Oh,
just a lot of people. All right. Any last things then, Diego?
Uh,
Any
well,
salutations?
uh, not really. For me, it was my. I was very excited because it was my first that I participate in a podcast, and
Yeah.
I saw a lot of podcasts in YouTube.
yeah, me
And
too.
yeah, James told me. I said, really. Yeah, it was really interesting. And thank you so much for invite us. Yeah, I like it a lot. I enjoy it a lot.
Nice. Well, it's only my
Yeah,
second, so we learn together.
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. We was nervous, principal me, that because we don't have a perfect English, but
You
um,
guys are
you
great.
know that when I am not nervous, I talk English better, fluent, too fluent with you, but hearing the podcast is complicated. Maybe for me and and Diego I don't know, but I feel more sure for him.
Okay.
Well,
And
all
yeah,
right. I'm gonna end it there then. Thank you all for coming on, and yeah, peace out.
thanks.
See you, Ryan.
No, no,
Thanks
no.
so much.